Hey folks, welcome back to more Xenonauts 2. If you follow the last episode and you're looking at the world map right now, you may have noticed that something's not quite right. And also, we are back in time a little bit. Unfortunately, when I recorded the last episode, my computer overheated a little bit. It's nothing to do with the game, it's all Australia's fault. And my capture software hard locked the game, and I had to Alt F4 out of it, and unfortunately I didn't get a save at the end of the session. I was able to recover the recording, which is what you watched, but I didn't manage to recover the save. So I've had to roll back slightly to when we shot down, just after we shot down the UFO. It's not too far back, and in trying to fast forward back to where we were, a mission has popped that didn't pop last time. So we're taking a convergence of the timeline slightly. This is the new Prime timeline that we're in now, but we do have a cleaner convoy ambush that has popped, and we are going to do this and continue on from here. I have taken precautions to make sure that the computer doesn't overheat again. It's just, unfortunately, with the Australian summer, these things can happen. It gets very, very hot. And because I'm recording through my graphics card, that does cause a few issues. If it is an issue, I have another way of recording, and I've put precautions in place. However, we're going to continue from here, and we're going to see how things go. We haven't lost any missions. We've just lost, like, the turnover of the date. That's all that's changed. I've got a team ready for this mission. It's a very fun mission. It's different from everything we've done so far. The team for the mission is already prepared. I've got Kelbonix and Lexriel coming along with shotguns. We have absolutely no need to capture anyone on this mission, so we're going with a full offensive loadout on both of them. They're coming with as many explosives as they can carry. I've got Sorbical and King of Gurai, who are our two strongest soldiers that aren't in the medbay right now, coming along with ballistic machine guns for this mission. It's going to be very important that they come along with those. Then I've got Daedra, Tweda, and Mishaps coming along with rifles, and Fat Newbie 2 is coming along with a sniper rifle. Everybody now has Warden armor, and I'm putting everybody in heavy armor as well. We're now at a state where light arms from cleaner agents shouldn't do too much damage to us, but we still need to be careful from rifles and especially mag weapons. To remind you, at the moment, alien mag weapons has not completed because we've rolled back time a little bit, so we do need to get that research done. The mission that we're going on is to ambush a cleaner convoy. There is an opportunity for us to get a lot of money out of this mission, and also minus 25% doomsday. So whilst I would normally trigger the minus 25, the doomsday would drop from doing a relieve tension, what I'm going to do is wait until we complete the mission, because I would really like to pick up, where is he? This guy here. There's an agent here for 175 OP who will reduce doomsday by 2 per day if we pick him up, and he is currently isolated, which means it's cheaper to recruit him. I would really like to try and stretch us to do that. I'm worried that we may screw it up because doomsday is really high right now, and it may end up that the maths doesn't work out, but we'll deal with that after the mission. For now, we're going to deploy the team to the cleaner ambush. This should be a pretty quick mission. It's also a lot of fun. It's very different from the other mission types, as I said before, so let's fast forward until we get there. Oh, actually, hang on. We don't want to arrive at nighttime. So what I want to do is I'm going to order the halal snack pack to just hover until a day has passed. We're just going to say maintain patrol. It should have enough fuel to do this. Yeah, 95% fuel. The fuel should not be a problem. This thing carries an insane amount of fuel. Yeah, it's used no fuel at all here. We've got the time to sit and wait for this mission to go to daytime. This is something I need to be more on top of. And now we're going to hit the mission, launch combat team. And we just launch halal snack pack, which is already in the air. And now here we are. Okay, I will see you on the front line when we begin the ambush. Alright, here's the briefing for this mission. Cleaner forces are moving supplies into a region to expand their local operations. Ambushing and destroy the convoy will prevent this from occurring, and may allow us to capture the supplies for our own use. We just need to kill all the enemy units, there's no reinforcements, there's no timer, and there's some trucks on the mission. If we don't destroy them, we will get $100,000 of supplies to sell from each one, which will help us get established a little bit faster at this timeline than we did in the old scuffed timeline. So let's see what we're dealing with. Okay, so we're on a ambush map. We have a whole host of enemies along the road. This game type is really interesting because usually the biggest danger in Xenonauts 2 is looking for the enemy. And this mission we start off with perfect vision and knowledge of where they are. Now what I would normally like to do is set up a machine gun behind both of these two cars that are always at the start of an ambush mission, and basically just fire off bursts of machine gun fire down these lines, like straight down here, straight in here, try and suppress everybody and clip them with fire. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to deploy there in this map. So I'm going to deploy down the sides. Now the problem with deploying down the sides is Our engagement goes from being on a tight line, where we can take advantage and fire into the enemy from, like if we drew a line along here, like if we basically make a T here, we can fire in on them from these locations, right? It's really good. But what the game's forcing me to do is to try and fight them side on, which gives them a really long base of fire to fire in on us at a location. When we're in a firefight like this, and we are outnumbered, which we are, but considerably, we want to keep the actual engagement area that we're in as narrow as possible so that they cannot bring their superior numbers to bear. We want to force them into a funnel or choke point so that they can only get so many guns on us at once, and we have the superior fire and can overwhelm them. That's what we want to do. So what I want to do is look around the map for locations that I can do that. Now, we've got these containers here. If we were all running shotguns, we could probably do some peekaboo stuff around here. I don't really have the team for that. Same with being inside buildings like this. If they get inside, it becomes very, very difficult for us. For that reason, this entire structure here, whilst being a very cool battlefield to fight over, if we engage them, for example, from the roof here, say I put a machine gun up here, right, and fire down in, the first thing all of these guys are going to do is they're going to run into this building. And if they get set up in the building, we're going to have to push and clear the building slowly and carefully. I don't really have the loadout for that. This is a high firepower, long range loadout. It's not a room clearing loadout. Yes, we have 2 shotguns. There's a lot more guys than 2 shotguns. That doesn't leave a lot of locations left. The area the Sky Ranger in is terrible because this wall blocks line of sight, so we only have this and this as sight lines, and it pushes them through this building anyway. I don't want to use this. These boxes are all destroyable cover, so what will start off as a good location, trust me, they will shoot someone through all of these boxes and kill them. It will just happen. That's what they do. Kind of leaves me with 2 locations. We've got this roof here. We could set up along the roof, like on the corner of the roof here, try and funnel them into this area here, deliberately block, like make sure, like deliberately make use of the line of sight blocking from these trucks to force them to fight us here. Might be quite good. The other option is this building here. This building is a little bit of a fortress. It has some good benefits. It has a tiny choke point that only 2 enemies can come through at a time. We could set our shotguns up side by side here, facing this way, just blast everybody who comes through, and we could set the team up on the roof. The downside is that we're trapped in here. If something goes wrong, we can't get out. If I start chucking lots of smoke and stuff, we're in big trouble unless we actually blow the walls with a demo charge. Additionally, if the enemies stack on these walls and we're on the roof, we can't see them, which is a problem for us. So I have to decide, do I want to use this building or do I want to use this building? This building definitely has the greater field of fire for me, but it also has that problem I was talking about of allowing the enemy to redeploy along this line here and engage us across this area. Where there's decent cover for them, they can move in closer to us. This building has the same problem, but on a closer scale. There's quite a cluster of enemies here. We'd have to crowd control them quite strongly at the beginning of the mission to make sure they're not going to overwhelm us by all charging in, and then we could probably deal with the rest at long range. If you notice, the majority of enemies are in the back half of the ambush, not the front. It'll be easier to clean these ones up and then deal with these as they filter in, rather than trying to get all of these at once. I mean, yes, there's a possibility that a machine gun here could absolutely annihilate these 3 at once. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put the machine guns here. We'll set up a row of riflemen, and we're just going to blast down on them. I don't think there's much room for finesse in this mission. For all of my my strategical overview. So I'm going to put Sorbical here. I'm going to put King of Gurai next to her. They're crouching with their machine guns. Now, the machine guns aren't actually great. Maybe I'll put 1 machine gun down here. Machine guns, I find, are better on the level. When you're firing from an elevation with a machine gun, quite often the shots will just travel over everybody's heads, unless you're firing really, really far back. The angles are just not nice. So I don't actually like putting machine guns on roofs. I would love to be able to put a machine gun behind this vehicle. We could jump King of Gurai down and run him to here, but that does mean he probably won't be able to fire a 10-round burst on turn 1. But we'll just have these 2 like this for now. Then I'm going to get Fat Newbie 2, and Fat Newbie 2 can probably be somewhere back here. That gives him a really nice field of view over everything. He's got a little bit of an angle on anyone who's around the corner here that the team here may not be able to see, and he's far enough back that I don't need to worry about him. I'm then going to take my riflemen, and we're just going to put them on the roof. So we've got Daedra, we've got T-Ram, and we've got Mishaps. Okay, that's our roof. So this is the roof team. They're ready to go. Then I want to use my shotguns. My shotgunners' are primary role, at least at the beginning of this mission, is actually to throw grenades. I might not leave Lextriel there. I'm just doing some. I'm just not wanting to jump back here every time I click on someone. All right. So these are my initial thoughts. This is great cover. It's indestructible, or it's destructible, but you need explosives. The enemy don't. I'm going to destroy it. This cover is destructible, and with him being here, what will probably happen is some of these enemies will sweep this way. I want to force them all to come this way, so I think I'm actually going to put both shotguns here. And now that I think about it, putting him on this line means someone could run along here, shoot along here, and kill him. That's going to happen. So let's move Carbonix here. We'll put Lextriel here. And what these two can do is they've got smokes, they've got flashes. Anyone we don't deal with, they'll smoke and flash and hold for reaction shots. We may end... I'm not loving having both of them here. I don't want to put one here because he's behind the enemy. I don't want to put him here. Here's too far out of the fight to be useful. Maybe it's fine for the first turn. Just so they're not clustered together. No, I think I'm just going to keep him here. Alright, this is going to be messy, but let's see how the mission goes. Okay, we're going to open up with King of Gurai, and I want King of Gurai to fire back at this guy here. Okay, that was a great start. Great. Okay. King of Gurai's dead? No, King of Gurai's not dead, but King of Gurai is bleeding out. I'm going to have to do something about it. That was a phenomenal start. Let's do the same thing with the other machine gun. Okay, we've got one hit. Let's get Fat Newbie 2 to deal with this guy here. Okay, he's down. With two guys here, I can smoke or flashbang them if I need to. It's these guys here with the body armor that are the biggest threat. So let's see what Daedra can do against this guy. Okay, he's suppressed. What about the guy behind? He's not suppressed and still in the fight. See what T-Rem can do? T-Rem, I want you to shoot this guy. Okay, that suppresses this guy here. This guy's now bleeding out. That brings us to Mishaps. Mishaps, have you got anything here? No. And then I want you to shoot... you don't have enough TU. Shoot at this guy here. Okay. I'm hoping these guys are bleeding, but just to be sure, I'm going to smoke here to protect the team. How much damage has Gurai taken? Okay, they're going to be down to 7 hit points next turn. So one of our riflemen needs to save them. I'm also going to smoke here. Alright, let's see how the turn plays out. I'm hoping you can bandage through a window. Okay, as I thought, they're going into the building, which we don't want to tangle with them in that building. Okay, this guy could be a problem. There's just so many enemies. Okay, he's out of the smoke. And that's a headshot. And that's a miss, unfortunately. And the guy in the building at the back. That guy just fainted. Okay, King of Gurai needs to be healed. That's very, very important. What I'm going to check is if Daedra jumps down to here, unit cannot find a path. So I thought you could jump off a roof. Okay, I think King of Gurai might be dead. Can I get King of Gurai onto the roof? I can get him to here. Jeez, if that had killed him, I would have been very unhappy. Okay, then I can bring Mishaps back to here. And we can heal. And that prevents the bleeding. That unfortunately takes Mishaps and Gurai out of action for this turn. But that's just the way that's going to have to be. Fat Newbie 2, what have you got for me in terms of shots? We can only see these two guys here. If I could kill them with the machine gun, then I've got you available for sniping. So I'm going to fire a 10-round burst between them and see if we get any hits. No, but we did suppress both of them. I might just drop a... I don't really want to drop a smoke with them. Let's see if a grenade will take them out. It mulched one and hurt the other. We've obviously still got this guy here as well. I'm just going to throw another grenade. Okay, they're both down. So now I've got my 2 riflemen and Fat Newbie 2 available for Overwatch. I don't think we've got good shots on this guy down here. Oh, that was a dog. No, we don't have shots on him at all. I could grenade him. Why can't you grenade? Oh, I could grenade him. Let's just grenade him to take him out. Okay, and that's him down. And that has not destroyed the truck yet. We've only got one visible combatant. We do have some reaction fire. I'm happy to end the turn there and let the rest of the team handle it with reaction fire. The bleed on King of Gurai was very unfortunate. I feel like a lot of enemy fire just makes me bleed right now. Good shot. Please run through the smoke and stun yourselves. Okay, that guy's getting further into the building. I don't like that. They have to come to us. There's so many of them still active. Okay. Now, we only have eyes on a couple of enemies for this turn. This fat newbie, I don't think, can see either of them. So I think we're just going to make this a reaction shot turn. I'm going to bring Mishaps to this corner here. Okay, that's revealed another one of them, but I don't think we have a shot. And if she steps to here, she can still see him. But it's only a 14%. And then King of Gurai, I want to bring back up to the wall as well. And then, just to make sure that guy doesn't cause me any problems, I'm going to smoke in here. And then I'm going to start moving my shotguns to get ready for flankers. Alright, let's just do another turn of reaction fire and see where we end up. Okay, that was a fusillade of useless fire. That's how you do it. Nice effect though when we hit the water barrel. That was pretty cool. Okay. Well, we're definitely going to finish off what Fat Newbie was doing before. They've got 3 shots left in their gun. Okay, he's down. Mishaps, watch this angle. Sorbical, you can't see him. Daedra, you can't. T-Rem, you can't. What about this guy? I want to fire a 10-round burst at this guy. 1, in an attempt to suppress him. 2, to take care of the cover around him. Okay, that actually killed him. That was great work, King of Gurai. Very happy with that. I don't want to push too far forward right now. We're in a really good position. I'm enjoying bullying the enemy right now, if I'm being completely honest. We'll let the smoke fade away, and we'll start shooting them as they come out of cover. They're just running around in circles right now because there's no good cover for them. This guy here is one of the biggest threats that's left. The guys with body armor are a problem. Okay, smoke continues to fade out. We've got one enemy that we've got eyes on right now, but we don't have good shots on him. Do you actually have a line on him? Yeah, you do. It's just low chance to hit. Just fire a burst at him. Okay. Oh, that was the cat. Sorry. Jeez, it's getting close to cat dinner time. Just put her on the floor. Hey, Max. I should never try and record near animal dinner time because I just get swamped by them. Alright. I'm not going to start moving out yet. I still want to see if the enemy will come to us. We've got tons of reaction. Let's just end the turn. I'll start hunting them if they don't start coming out of the woodwork at us. They are just running in and out of this building right now. Their AI is upset. And this is what I didn't want to have to deal with. Okay, this guy here could be a candidate for... No, never mind. I really still do not want to get down from this building. Okay, that was the wrong elevation, Gurai. I'm gonna bring... if I want to put them here, does that open up? Can they be shot along this line? If I put you here... No, someone coming out that window cannot shoot you. But to be safe, I'll put you here. I'm probably going to get Kelbonix and Lexriel killed here. Okay, they're not going all the way in. They're just moving forward. And let's just... I'm just trying to pressure a little bit on this flank. Okay, they're moving out. Great shot. The smoke is putting off everyone's accuracy, so I have nerfed my own team shots. But the smoke will probably fade out over the next 2 turns. Yeah. Alright. We may have a shot on this guy with the machine gun. We're just gonna see what we can do. Over his head. This is why I don't like using machine guns on a roof. The game just doesn't seem to like if I'm telling them to shoot behind him, it's still generally firing over his head. Yeah, they just seem to be a little bit weird with the elevation on the machine guns when you do that. You're in danger of being flanked, but we've got the rifles. Just make sure everyone's facing the right direction. I'm gonna let the smoke fade out. We need to reload our machine guns next turn as well. And yes, I'm being very cautious here. I don't want to take any more casualties than I've already taken in this mission. That's more like it. Now it's our turn to do reaction shots from across the map. Shows you how long the range on the rifles actually is. Okay, that's almost all the smoke gone. Let's reload. This one's actually okay, but we need to reload King of Gurai's machine gun. And then I'm going to get T-Rem to shoot here. And again. Great shooting, T-Rem. Okay, they are coming out of the woodwork. This is very cathartic to me. I'm quite happy to sit here and just let them run out and ruin themselves. Especially now that most of the smoke is gone. It's a nice change of pace for just getting murdered if out of the fog of war, you know? I love those moves where they jump in and out of a building. Where are you going? I'm over here. Come and get me. Good shot. There can't be that many left. Tarum got the last kill. Let's get Daedra a kill. Nice. He's down. So we have this guy here who I don't think I have line of sight on. I don't think Gurai has a shot. I could move Gurai to here. Turn. Do you have a shot now? No. But if I put you here, you actually do have line of sight into the building. You've only got a 3-round burst right now. I just got rid of that 3-round burst. That's fine. The range is enough. I'm going to bring T-Rem over with you as well. So you two can hold this angle. And T-Rem has shots. And then we've also got the shotgun. If I put you here, you can be shot, which I don't like. But if I put you here, I think you can shoot. Yeah, these do not block line of sight, even though you think they would. You can shoot through them. So if I was to put you here and someone stood here, you'd be able to shoot you. And trust me, I know my luck, you would die. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Kelbonix back to here. We're going to take cover behind the truck here. And I'm going to bring Lexriel back to the position that they were in. Like this. And then we're just going to move around with the 2 shotguns. And maybe bring them through the building here. As long as I haven't got Gurai killed by moving him to the edge of the building to get line of sight, which could potentially happen. Nice shot. Yikes. Yikes. Good shot, T-Ram. Woof. Now, they broke the truck. That's not fair. I didn't break that truck. They did. I think these might be the only 2 guys left. Let's see if Gurai can mop them up for me. No. Right over their heads. Alright, T-Ram. Take this guy out. And then can you take the other guy? You can't hit the other guy. I think this is a shotgun kill situation. I might just grenade him. I might just play it safe. And then we'll throw another grenade from here. Mission complete? No, there's still somebody alive. So you crouch, and we'll let the rest of the team... I'm going to bring Fat Newbie up to here. For next turn, and we'll see where this last enemy is. There he is. That's a hit. Okay, careful with the pistol shots. Come on, people. Oh my god, what a what a disaster set of shooting. Oh, there's more guys coming out of the woodwork. That guy's got a concerning flank opening up. Alright, Fat Newbie, who we have got selected. Do you have a shot on this guy? You do. Good shot. Okay, we need to take this guy over here out now. I'm going to get Daedra on that. Okay, again. This is why, by the way, I've been very cautious in this mission. Because there are so many enemies. You can't just assume... Like, if you were just to try and... Why? Okay, my camera got funny there. You can't just like, gung-ho your way through this. Okay, we've got 2 guys left down here. Our shotguns are in cover. I think I'm just going to leave them as is. I want to get you to face this way, though, in case a dude comes up behind you. There he is there. We've got line of sight on him. The team are ready to shoot at him next turn. I could fire a burst at this guy. I'm going to hold it, though. Let's see. Wait a minute. Does Sorbical need to reload? Sorbical has 11 rounds. Let's just reload now. They've got a full thing for next time. Let's end the turn, and hopefully we can deal with these 2 guys pretty quickly. Okay, he's gone into that building, which is just going to be really awkward to deal with now. I'm going to just give them a turn, see what they do. Okay, he's come out of the building, which is good. He's gone back into the building, which is bad. I should be able to take this guy out. I'm hoping Fat Nobi 2 has a shot on him. Nope. Does Mishaps? Nope. Does Daedra? Nope. Does Sorbical? Yes. Sorbical, can you please get this kill? Yeah, nice Sorbical. Okay, I think it's just this guy left. I think our shotgunners should be able to deal with them. The problem is there's no cover between here and there. So all of this is destroyable cover. So there's a good chance he could just come around the corner and like hit one of our shotgunners and kill them. Like, that's very much how this campaign has gone so far. Okay, there he is. I want to bring you around to here. We're out of his line of sight. He's the only active guy left. We don't know what he's doing. Okay. That's a little bit concerning. Can I bring you around here to show me if you can see him? So he's gone into the building. So I'm going to hold this corner. I'm going to bring you to here. Can you get here? Just run to here. And I can't jump anyone down. What I want to do is move you here. And you, actually, just one step over. That's probably the best angle for the sniper rifle. Along here. Along this line. I don't want to clear this building looking for this guy. My biggest fear is stepping out and him just shooting me. Right, we're going to move Kelbonix to the corner here. Okay, I've spotted him. Does Fat Nobi have a shot? Nice shooting, Fat Nobi. Through the window of the ute. That's how we're playing it. Okay. You don't have a grenade left. Just flashbang the guy so he doesn't do anything. Okay, he's flashed. Now we can move up. So I'm going to move Kelbonix to here. And that gives him an angle on the corner. And I want to move you back to here. So if he decides to use his turn to come this way, I have a shot on him from Kelbonix, who is in cover. And if he doesn't decide to move, then we just shoot him with a sniper rifle. He moved. Okay. This is quite dangerous. I now need to cut the pie. Which is just coming around and revealing more and more of this. Which does... there we go, we found it. It does expose us to return fire. Let's see if Fat Nobi 2 can finish the job. Right, we need to reload. Fat Nobi 2 can't finish the job, but I bet you Kelbonix can. Didn't kill him. Crap. Get back into cover. Lex, can you finish this? That's not enough. I didn't mean to click on top of the tree. From there, you've got a snapshot, which is 25 times 3. I'm not happy with that number, so instead I'm going to put you behind this rock, watching the corner. I'm so... like, the reason I'm being so careful, I don't want anyone to go... I don't want anyone to die. And it could very easily happen this turn if I just rush around that corner. We're just taking it nice and steady. He now has a shot. Which he isn't taking. Okay. In that case, Fat Nobi, please finish this. There we go. Mission complete. No casualties. We just had that little snafu with King of Gurai at the start. Alright. So, King of Gurai is out for 28 days. Sorbical is out for 13. Nobody else was injured. T-Rim got 4 kills in that mission. Lots of level ups, which is great. We got 5 cleaner supplies. That's a lot of money. We captured 2 agents. We got 10 corpses. We got 7 ballistic rifles. 8 cleaner submachine guns. We can sell those. We can't sell the ballistic rifles, I don't think. There were 16 enemies against 8 of us. There was a 2-for-1 fight. And I think we did pretty well to come out with no casualties there. As soon as the team's back home, we can sell that stuff. We need to make a decision on what we're doing now with this guy here. So he is worth 175 points. Doomsday's at 65. If I buy this, Doomsday will drop to 2.5 a day, which means it will take... So every 2 days it'll go up 5%, which means if we assume that it gets to 70 before I can do that, it's going to take what? 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 100. It's going to take 2, 4, 6, 8. It's going to take 10 days, which should be enough for me to get enough for a Doomsday, I hope. So I'm going to grab this guy as soon as I can afford it. I'm going to take the risk. Let's get the Halal stack pack home, and we just got the alien alloys from the UFO we shot down. If we come in here, I can now sell junk. So we're selling the supplies for 250,000. We're selling the captured agents for 40 grand. We're selling the cleaner corpses for 43 grand. And we're selling the submachine guns for 63. Let's do that. And now we can go to the main base, and we can build our medical center. And we can do that before day 60, which is when we get our new set of income, which puts us in a great position for building out more stuff. So now what we need to do is just tick time forward and see what happens next. As soon as we hit 175, I'm going to buy this guy. Okay, that's what I'm going to do now. So Doomsday's now down to 2.5. This is going to be tight, but we should be okay. Especially if another mission pops or we shoot down some UFOs. I'm going to go to fast time. Raz back online, and alien mag weapons is completed. So I read this out last time. I'm not going to read it out again. What that does mean is we can start to lay down a whole ton of accelerated equipment. First of all, for research, I'm going to do the Mentark observation. Then for engineering, I want an accelerated sniper rifle. I want 2 accelerated shotguns. That's the most important items. I would like an accelerated machine gun, and I would like 2 accelerated pistols. Something else I would like is an accelerated cannon, but I want to get another plane before that. And that's what most of the money we're going to get tomorrow is going to go into. Okay, the maths here should be fine. I did do it very quickly after a day's work, so I may be too tired to do maths, who knows. Okay, now we've got our income. So we've just got, how much money? We've just got quite a chunk of money, got 500,000. What we're going to do is straight away, we're going to go to engineering, and we're going to spend that money on an interceptor. Now, that takes the money out of our account, and we have to wait for all of this other stuff to be built, but honestly, I think it's worth it. Then we're going to get 2 accelerated cannons and aircraft missiles, and we do, of course, also have the med bay under construction. Let's keep time ticking forward. We're at 53 already, so I think the time's going to work. Cam the Wizard is back. Sniper rifle's done. Excellent. Tachyon's back, and we have a new UFO. This is a small UFO with no escort. Let's launch aircraft after it. Flying over the Central Sahara. We'll speed up time for the intercept. It's either a probe or a scout. It is a scout. Okay, so we're going to have a mission where we're going to have to take on a grounded UFO. Let's commence the attack. We have to just make sure we don't get raw killed here. I'm going to do what I always do and come in from the side. Good dodge. Can't dodge again, unfortunately. I mistimed that dodge. We do outturn this thing, so although we've taken a lot of damage on the way in, now that we're behind it, there's not a lot it can do. Especially if we just keep rolling to stay in its blind spot. There we go. Shoot down. And this is why I want another aircraft, because 2 of those would have killed that so much faster, and then Raz quite badly damaged from that. So, we now have another crash site. We are going to send a team in, and I'm going to do it in this video, since it's going to be quite short if I just do the ambush that we just did. So let me put a team together for that mission, and I'll be back with you in a second. Alright, I've got the team ready for this one. Nice and quick. I've got Carbonics and Electro coming back as assaults. They are bringing along stun batons in case we're up against a new type of alien in this mission. I only have access to the accelerated sniper rifle so far, so we are bringing that, but no other accelerated weapons. Toasted is coming along as a heavy. Toasted is actually our highest strength unit right now, and they actually have very good TU as well, and good health. They should make for a very good machine gunner as the campaign goes on. I'm bringing Daedra along as a grenadier for this mission. I want the smoke grenades. If I had another Mars, I'd be bringing a Mars instead, but basically what I want to be able to do is just to fire smoke grenades into the UFO from outside and not worry about it. I've got Cam, Tachyon, and T-Rem or Tweda coming along as riflemen, and Fat Newbie 2 is coming with the accelerated sniper rifle. The main difference between the accelerated sniper rifle and the standard sniper rifle is the damage and armor penetration. It's only a small damage difference and an armor penetration, but it makes a difference. That's really the only big change between them, which is a little bit more armor pen, a little bit more armor destruction, and a little bit more damage. Let's deploy the team. We want to make sure that we're obviously not deploying to a... one thing I need to do very quickly is I need to make sure we're laid out properly in here. So I want assault, heavy assault, grenade. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Let's go. No, that's upper base. This is what we want to do. Launch combat team, launch aircraft, send the team. All right, the boys are in the air. The boys and the girls. Okay, Mentark observation popped just in time. This is actually great for us. To show you how dangerous these things are, Mentarks have a plasma cannon that does 56 thermal damage with 10 armor pen and 12 armor destruction. Its snapshot is 80% accurate, and the normal shot is 120%. So it's very accurate. It's very, very dangerous. Getting this research done means we get a 10% damage bonus against it, which isn't massive, but it's worthwhile. A living Mentark is a surreal sight to behold, Commander. The subject remains entirely passive within its containment unit, patiently hovering in place while it endlessly scans its surroundings with its single large eye. Nothing has changed since the creature first arrived in my laboratory. At no point has it shown signs of anger, boredom, or discomfort. Application of an electric shock will cause it to adopt a defensive posture, but after approximately 30 seconds it will simply return to its previous position. This is not the behavior of a fully sentient life form. Indeed, the Mentarks are only encountered within the confines of a UFO, perhaps hints at their true purpose. I suspect they are powerful biological computers, networked directly into their vessel's control system to assist with piloting and hyperdrive navigation. They are also formidable opponents on the battlefield. You are no doubt already aware of the power of their integrated plasma cannon, but their dexterous tentacles are also easily capable of generating enough force to break bones, as one of my less alert underlings recently discovered. As suspected, Mentarks do indeed employ a miniaturized energy shield to protect their fragile biological sections. Yet detailed scans of the shield envelope have revealed the coverage is not uniform. A number of weak spots have been identified, hopefully boosting the damage your soldiers inflict on these creatures. That's a 10% damage bonus in. That's arrived just perfectly in time. We're going to research Elenium power. And we are just about to hit the combat zone, which we now have. So I will see you on the battlefield. Okay, we've been here before. We know what this mission is. Get in there, kill the remaining aliens, get all the loot. Let's not get anybody killed this time. Alright, interesting deployment zone. We're dealing with sectons. It wouldn't be bad to capture a secton. We have a potential Chad right here. We saw what the last one did. Let's see if this guy can live up to the hype. It looks like, yeah, there's a dude in this. This is a pretty spicy deployment zone. I'm gonna turn down the ambient sound a little bit. It's a little bit loud. That sandy wind noise was just a little bit too much. Okay, so we've got a guy here. We've got a guy here. We've got a guy in the open here, and there's a guy here as well. This guy should be dealable with by Tachyon. I can move Tachyon here. Tachyon won't have a much better chance to hit. I just want to look at what we're dealing with. Let's just 100% rule out anyone behind the Sky Ranger. Okay, nobody behind the Sky Ranger. We can deploy into this area safely. We have a building here. Taking and holding this building would probably be quite valuable. How far does the map continue on? Not too far. So basically, we can think of the map as running long ways this way, not being too wide this way. We could probably take this line and push up. This is a horrible location, but maybe putting a machine gun here and just holding this will work quite well. When you get this guy out of this building, this guy in the street's probably going to die pretty quickly. This guy here is a concern, but he is also standing with his back to us. If I run to here, I have a 3-round burst into the back of him at 25%, or an aimed shot at 67. I don't think the aimed shot is going to kill him. But I have another rifleman I can back that up with. Let's... Okay, we're going to take this carefully. I'm going to tack on here. We're going to check this line. There is another alien right here. There's a potential that if I'd run this, he could have shot Tachyon. So we need to deal with this guy. This is a really interesting deployment zone. I think what I want to do is use... I was going to use T-Rem to throw a flashbang over the top of the Sky Ranger to flash these two. Can't do that. T-Rem doesn't have any flashbangs. What if I get T-Rem to here and shoot this guy? Just to see if we can take him out. Crouch and shoot. That's a hit but not a kill. We don't have a follow-up shot from T-Rem, but he is injured. We have unfortunately got him facing in this direction, which means he is now watching us. Got a 53 on him. I do want to take this guy out. This guy is a problem. I'm really glad I checked this though. Calbonix has a flash, but it's gonna hit. It's not gonna hit the guy in the building, is it? Only if I throw it here and it doesn't scatter. And there's a chance it could hit. Who's in the middle there? It could hit Toasted. I didn't bring shields for this mission because I wanted the firepower. Now we're getting not having shields. I didn't expect the deployment zone to be quite so difficult. Probably the obvious thing to do is to smoke and then run shotguns up and shoot them, if I'm being completely honest. We just get Tachyon to throw a smoke, step back in, we bring another rifleman out to deal with this guy, we smoke both of these, we run Lexriel up to here and shoot him at point blank range with a shotgun, or we whack him with a stun stick. That's probably the correct move here. So I'm going to throw a smoke grenade right here, which is going to mess up his shooting. It's going to mess up his shooting. It means he can't shoot at us as we move forward. Okay. I now need to do something with Tachyon. I think I'm just going to have to move Tachyon out of the way for the rest of the turn, because he's used up his TU. I'm now going to get Lexriel to move to here. He may get shot at. Okay. And now kill this guy. That's not how you kill an alien, Lexriel. I really needed you to kill him. It's actually very important that you did that. That's put me in a really difficult situation now. Toasted. I would like Toasted here eventually. We need to deal with this guy. This guy is currently out of control. Fat Newbie could move to here. Doesn't have a shot, but could flashbang this guy, which will mess him up for next turn. And as long as he hasn't got line of sight on anybody, we should be pretty good. I'm going to move you here and toss the flashbang. That'll leave me with 10 TU. You should be able to step into cover. You just need to make sure you flashbang him. Okay, he's flashbanged. Just step to here. Face this way. Okay, he's now suppressed. We shouldn't, in inverted commas, need to worry about him. Okay. So this guy's still active and a problem. This guy is mostly taken care of because he has to shoot through tons of smoke. This guy is active and a problem. I'm going to bring Cam up to here, crouch Cam, and try and finish this guy off. Okay, good. Cam got the kill. That may have been a grenade that he just dropped, which means the aliens may have grenades. We have to be aware of that. Let's get Calbonix. I mean, I'm really worried about another alien down here coming around the corner, but I guess this is in the smoke. If I put you here, you got a 63 times 3. Okay. Lexriel, watch what Calbonix does. That's how you kill an alien. You just shoot it and it dies. You don't miss, and you don't do low damage. All right. I want to bring Toasted to here. I'm going to put Toasted here this turn. And we're going to pistol shot this guy in the back in the hopes that we kill it. Or at least damage it enough that it's not going to be a problem next turn. I am going to crouch first for more accuracy and a defensive bonus. I've got enough TU for 32% shots. I'm going to take them. Okay, that's fine. We were very much just trying something out there. This guy's under control. We've killed these two. I'm still very worried about this guy. What I could do is I could just drop a grenade on him, a smoke grenade on him, like right here, and then he's not a problem. But Daedra is... Oh, no, he's not a problem. Okay, now he's dealt with as well. Everybody's dealt with. I'm going to crouch Daedra. We're going to end the turn. We'll see what we're dealing with. Very awkward deployment. I wouldn't run that. I wouldn't go in there. That's a bad place to go. What is this guy gonna do? Nice work. He's gonna shoot one of the civvies. Yep. Okay, this guy did nothing, which is interesting. I want to bring Lexriel to this window. And we're going to see if we can get a kill on this guy. If I jump through, we've got enough for 70 times 3. Lex, this is you making up for what you just did. Give me the shot. That's it. Now, can you take cover behind this couch? No. Can you jump back into the smoke? Yes. Just do that. There's only one... There's a door here. We're going to cover this door. This guy's blocking this door. There's no window on this side of the building. So as long as someone doesn't come and get an angle through this window to hit you behind the fridge in the smoke, I think you're okay. Now we need to deal with this guy here. He's going to be a little bit awkward to deal with because we don't have good line of sight on him. And our friend over here dealt with this. I want to take this building. I want to put snipers on the sniper on one of these roofs. So let's start coming out of the Sky Ranger. We need to cover this doorway. We need to make sure there's no aliens back here. I'm going to bring Tweda. Okay, let's just... I need a plan for this guy that doesn't involve throwing a million grenades at him. At the moment, Toasted doesn't have a good line of sight, but I can just move Toasted to here, and they can cover this area back here. The problem is obviously this guy. They've got a snapshot with a pistol. With this, they've got a 9x10. I might as well see if that does anything before I do anything else. Okay, great. Toasted just solved the problem for me. Sometimes you just need volume of fire. And now Toasted is coaching this for me. We're going to bring Cam out. Well, actually, I'm going to get Kelbonics on this corner. And we're going to just watch that corner with Kelbonics. I'm going to bring the rest of the team up to this area here, but we need to watch this side. It looks like there may be a ladder. No, I don't think there is a ladder. There's just a place to jump off here. There could be a ladder there. I would like to determine if there is. So I'm going to get T-Rem to run to here. And check this angle. Okay, there is a ladder here. So we're going to get T-Rem and their sniper to come to this position. So let's grab Fat Newbie too. And I'm going to bring Fat Newbie to here. And then I want Cam. I want to take this position, but I'm worried about being shot from behind. But there's no cover back here. So it's a lot of TU. I think I'm just going to move to this wall for now. And we're going to face this way and crouch. And then we're going to bring Tachyon to support... okay, we're going to move Daedra over to here with a grenade launcher. And crouch. And I'm going to use Tachyon to support Toasted in case we get pushed on this side. So I think everyone's in position for this turn. We're going to end it here. Okay, friendlies, come back this way, please, friendlies. We have a helicopter that will save you. You can do what you want. You've already killed an alien. You're doing better than you did better in your first turn than Lexriel did. Okay, here come the enemies. Okay, no enemies so far. If I'm guessing, the UFO is back here because it's not going to be in this building. All right, let's get. I can't bring T-Rem all the way to there. That's too dangerous. I want to bring T-Rem to this wall. And then I'm going to put Fat Newbie here, facing this way. I'm not going to crouch him because I want to move him next turn. We're just holding this angle so that we can get on the roof next turn. I'm going to bring Cam to here. I know I'm very worried about this angle. Okay, there's the edge of the map. There could be aliens here. We're going to face this way. We're going to crouch. I'm going to bring Daedra to here. Alright. I want to prepare these two to move up to here, but at the moment I'm not ready to do that with the smoke. I do want to get Lexriel to here and see what they can see. So we've got to... There you go. We found the UFO. So we just need to get eyes on the UFO. That means my sniper over here probably isn't that useful. We probably actually want to bring Fat Newbie over to this building here. Actually, I want the team on this building here shooting down into the doorway. Like sniper up top, or maybe even the rifles up top and machine gun down below where I can just shoot straight in. So we need to take this area here. Let's bring Kelbonics up to here. Alien spotted. Okay, there's a guy right in the back there. That's not a huge issue. We'll just bring Kelb to here. Face this way and crouch. If he comes through the doorway, we can shoot him. And then we need to move Toasted and we need to move Tachyon up. There's no way Toasted could do anything. I mean, we could fire an exploratory burst. We didn't actually hit him. That's why machine guns are great. Because, as I said, volume of fire sometimes just beats accuracy. Alright, Taco's going to crouch here. We've got a 12% shot. We're not going to take it. We're going to rely on reaction fire if he comes any closer. Toasted is going to stay there. Everyone has acted. I am going to still clear this area, but we're going to reposition Fat Newbie up towards this way. In fact, Fat Newbie hasn't moved yet. That's probably all I can do with him this turn. Okay, end the turn. My only concern is an alien coming up behind us. Please go to the Sky Ranger. Please go to the Sky Ranger. Dude, you just ran past an alien. Did you not see him? Well, he's coming for you. I think that dude just died. Okay. Let's get Taki onto here, which gets me an angle. We're cutting the pie. And then I'm going to run Toasted. I ideally want to get Toasted here. Big machine gun relocation. We've got a line of sight on the alien. What we're going to do is we're going to flashbang him with Kelbonics this turn. So he doesn't shoot us. Okay, he is now flashed. We'll crouch here. We've got a shot with Tachyon if he comes around the corner. We're going to crouch you. Rest of the team, you're just giving me line of sight on here for the moment. You guys are holding here. We need to clear all of this. This is not safe at the moment. I'm going to bring T-Rem to here. Again, we're just slicing the pie open. If I put T-Rem here, we don't really have a ton of TU. It's whether or not there's an alien here. I'm going to make the bet that there isn't an alien here. And we're going to hold this angle. We're going to just have to come around with T-Rem to make sure that is clear over the next couple of turns. I don't want to move these two forward until we're sure this is empty, and then we're going to bring them forward in a line to clear all of this up to the UFO. There's no point rushing here. Okay, who else hasn't acted yet? You need to crouch. Oh, no, you can't crouch. You two haven't acted yet. I don't like leaving this far back, but it's important that I do for now. Our sniper is waiting for something to do. I'm going to bring you to... Oh, of course you can't get to there. Can you get to here? No. Just run to here. Okay, and then I'm just going to end the turn there. I know these two haven't acted back here, but I don't want to bring them any further forward because I don't want to risk aliens getting behind them. Yes, run to the Sky Ranger. Or hide in the building. That's fine. Don't go around that corner where there's an alien. What are you doing? That's what's going to happen. And that is why I was being extra careful. Of course T-Rem is bleeding. Okay, good work T-Rem, at least shooting him. This is why I was being cautious, but even I still suffered for it. Okay, first things first, heal thyself. Alright, what's the bet that there's more than one alien back here? That's an interesting, he's got a grey uniform as well. Okay, I don't think there's any aliens here, but we do need to clear the building. Okay, the building is clear. There's a small chance that there's an alien here. What we're going to do is we're going to bring Cam to here. Okay, and this is an alien hiding there. I think we're pretty clear. This building is also clear. We need to make sure this little area here is. Can T-Rem get to here or here? Let's get T-Rem here. That can be his turn. We'll bring Daedra up now that we know that that area is safe. And face this way. This guy here needs to be dealt with, but we have a burst on him. That was only a 4-round burst, so we killed the AC and we damaged him. I think I'm just going to grenade over the wall. I don't really want to. I want to keep the loot if I can. If I put Tachyon here, do I have a shot? I do. Let's see what Tachyon can do before we resort to grenades. I can't afford to crouch and shoot. Good shooting, Tachyon. Okay, I'm going to put... It's risky because of this angle, but I'm going to put Kelbonics on the wall here. So the next turn we can sweep around. I'm also going to bring Lex Rail up to do the same thing. The two shotguns need to clear this building. Okay. And you just watch this way in case something comes around this way. We need to get our sniper moving. I want the sniper around here eventually. But for now, just run to here. And you can watch along here. And that's everybody for the turn. There's also potential aliens back here, but there's the edge of the map there. So it's a very small map, this one. Okay, we're going to do what we've been doing so far. We're going to keep cutting the pie. Okay. He did unfortunately die, but I will do something I've been meaning to do forever. I'm going to check and see if that is actually an AK-47 and if I can loot it. Let's bring Kelbonix to here. And then we're going to break Lexriel around to here. That's probably... No, we're going to bring Lexriel around to here. But we're going to check this angle. I don't actually like this position for Lexriel, but there's no cover around here. I think this is actually a better location. And we don't have a shot, unfortunately. We might as well just move to here. It is an AK. It just calls it a ballistic rifle. Not enough TU to pick it up. We might take this as a souvenir. I wasn't sure if it was lootable as an AK, and the fact that it is pretty cool. Let's bring Toasted in. Okay, that's this team moved up. Now on this side, I want a sniper, probably not that far forward, because I want a shot out of you. We'll just move to here, and I'm going to move Daedra to here, where she's still got cover. And we're keeping an eye on the entrance to the UFO while we clear this area here. So I want T-Rem here. Okay, this looks nice and clear, but we have to be 100% certain before we move forward. So we're going to bring Cam to here. And again, we're going to cut the pie next turn. I don't know if T-Rem can move forward. I'm going to put T-Rem in this position here. This is great. This is good cover. I'm pretty certain this is clear. We're just going to be very careful. I'm almost certain there are no aliens not inside the UFO anymore. That was the Mentark. So the Mentark is alive inside the UFO, which I'm not shocked by. The Mentark always survives the crash. Okay, this is looking good. Let's run to here. All right, that's clear. It's just this corner here. There's no chance of there being an alien there. So let's bring our rifleman up. For now, I'm going to put Cam on this roof, but I'll just finish his turn here. Cam's still going to finish the game on this roof. It's just to give us some covering fire. And T-Rem I want here, but they don't have the TU for it. T-Rem's TU. So T-Rem's going to finish their turn there. We need to clear all of this. So shotguns are good for... This is why I like them. 73 turn units is a lot of turn units for clearing this kind of area. Okay, I almost shot him in the back. I'm confident there's no aliens here. But I will fall back to here just in case. I'm now going to open this door, and we're going to check this room. Okay, we have an alien. Now, these are line-of-sight blockers. So even though... No, they're not line-of-sight, they're just accuracy hurterers. They hurt your accuracy. So actually getting this guy is going to be quite tricky. This could be the secton that we capture. I might just smoke him and build up the stun, and then we come in next turn, and we beat him up with our stun batons. Unfortunately, we can't arc a smoke grenade in here. It's actually easier to throw it from here. My best bet is just to throw the grenade here. That was a bad throw. Let's just run you into this position here, crouch you down, face you this way, and then we're going to bring Sergeant Major Tachyon to cover this doorway, and then I'm going to bring Toasted just up along this this lane so they're out of line of sight, because I want them crouched facing the UFO door in a turn or two. I don't want to put them here just now in case there's an enemy there. Daedra is fine where they are for the moment. They will eventually need to come around here, but they've got line of sight. And I actually will get them to reaction fire with a grenade launcher if something happens. Fat Newbie I want to move. I want to put Fat Newbie here. We're just creeping Fat Newbie forward until we got a position. Alright, everyone's moved, except for Sorbical. That's fine, let's end the turn. I want to try and capture this guy so we're not messing around inside. I haven't captured a secton yet. My guess is he's just moved to here. Nope, he has shot Lexriel in the back of the head. Wow. Okay, Lexriel is going to die at the end of the turn, and my nearest rifleman is here. So I need to get Lexriel out of the building. If this guy has another reaction shot, Lexriel is in big trouble. But we're just going to run. Okay, that means that Tachyon can move to here and has enough TU to stop the bleeding. Alright. We now need to deal with this guy, and I'm wondering if we're just going to machine gun him with prejudice because of what he just did. I need 14-9 TU for a 3-round burst. Unfortunately, the door is going to prevent that from happening. So it's either a 3-round burst from here with a 36.3% chance to hit, or we go for 54% chance pistol shots. I think I'm going to take the 3-round burst simply because this is a big gun, and okay, that's a suppression. There's no way you can get. You know, look, we can just run to here and shoot him in the back of the head. Yeah, I'm not going to try and capture this guy after what he just did. Okay, he is down. So now I think the only remaining aliens are in the UFO. I'm going to move Fat Newbie to here. We're going to get Cam up on this roof. We're going to bring T-Ram up to here. You are all out of actions for this turn, which is fine. I want Daedra eventually. Basically, we're going to use this. It's not great cover, but we're going to use the chain link fence. So we're going to have Daedra. We're going to have. So this is 3 wide. This is only 2 wide. We're going to basically have sniper rifle, machine gun, and nobody in front of them. Or actually, we could have machine gun here, grenade launcher, sniper rifle. I think that's how we're going to do it. So Daedra needs to get to here. For this turn, I'm just going to put her here. Everyone's acted. We're just moving into the end game now. Can't believe that guy shot Lexry on the back of the head. It was my fault. I got a little bit gung-ho there. I thought it would be the easy capture because it was a secton. I forgot that you kind of need to respect sectons a little bit. Okay, we're going to put Tachyon on the roof. Right here. It hasn't got quite enough TU, so we'll finish this turn here. Okay, we're getting ready. I want to put Fat Newbie here. There is, unfortunately, a tree in the way. So I may actually put Fat Newbie here, and we'll have the machine gun here where it can shoot through that. We're going to put Sorbical here. Daedra here. I'm just going to run Daedra to here while they've got TU. I want Cam to get on this roof. But, well, they can't path... Okay, that's awkward. I'm sure they used to be able to jump off roofs, and they can't do that anymore, which is going to slow this down a lot. We'll put you here, T-Rem. You can be our ground support rifleman. And then our 2 shotgunners are going to breach from this side of the building. So I'm just going to run you around the outside for the moment. And then Toasted with a machine gun, I want you here. Hopefully they don't come out this turn. If they come out this turn, we're in really dire straits. Okay, so we're just going to finish the deployment. If I get a turn, thank you. So Daedra to here, facing this way, crouching. You're facing this way, crouching. On the roof, I want you here. Facing this way, crouching. Then we get... Cam is going to take a couple of turns to get here. And then these guys... What do you mean? Okay, I tried to get you to move into the space. Just run this way. You do the same thing, Kelbonix. You guys are just getting ready to flank. And then I want to end up with T-Ram here, where they've got line of sight into the building, but they're not in front of the machine gun, because that's the worst thing you can do. Okay, everyone, I think, is in position. I don't have anyone back here. We're just going to finish moving people into position before we open the door. My idea, I'm going to just machine gun in there, launch a smoke grenade in there, snipe in there, shoot anything that comes out. We're not messing around with this one. We do not need to capture another Mentark. Okay, so you're all in position. Let's get the Grenadiers. Why do you want to do that? Don't do that. Don't go inside the UFO. For heaven's sake. Okay. Shotgunners are in position. Everybody else is in position. Next turn, we can go loud. Okay. So the plan is that Lexriel is going to open the door, then peel back around. We're going to mag dump the MG through the door. We're going to fire the sniper rifle. If the riflemen have shots, we'll take them. Then we're firing a smoke grenade in with a grenade launcher. That's my goal. So you need to step forward, open the door. So we've got a Mentark and 2 Sectons. Come around the corner. Now I'm going to mag dump the machine gun. There's actually not a great field of fire here. I mean, I can shoot at this guy. Okay, that's him down. Sniper doesn't have a shot on the Mentark. Tweta does. No, I'm going to do the aim shot. Oof, the reaction plasma fire is always terrifying. Okay, the Mentark is down. In that case, I think we're just going to storm with the shotguns, because I think you have a shot from here. There could be someone in this corner here. Very nice. Took a little bit of damage, but that was pretty clean. I was setting up for a much bigger firefight than what we actually had to deal with in the end. That was a pretty clean mission in the end. There was a few hits, but yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, Lexriel, because he got shot in the back of the head, is out for 17 days. Daedra is injured for 0 days. And T-Rem is out for 19 days, unfortunately, because they got shot in by that guy who came out the door. But in general, that was pretty good. 14 aliens. We didn't lose. Only 1 local died. No, none of us died. We got a lot of junk. I'm pretty happy with all of that. Let's get the team back home, and we'll decide what we're doing next. So we have Mentark corpse analysis is a new research project we can do because we've got a dead one now. And we've got the autopsy for the Mentark. The Mentark is a grotesque alien creature that resembles an enormous fleshy brain with a single oversized eyeball protruding from the front section. As one might suspect, this biological tissue is extremely soft and can be damaged using only human hands. Strangely, your soldiers report Mentarks to be surprisingly resilient foes, as even a single shot from a modern rifle could catastrophically damage something so delicate. I can only assume this creature employ a miniaturized energy shield for protection. The mechanical section of the creature sits within an armored shell fabricated from alien alloys. The innards consist of a sizable alien power grid and an extensive array of electronic communication components, plus the integrated weapon system. The design of this weapon appears consistent with the standard alien plasma rifle, but the ability to draw power directly from the Mentark's power unit allows it to overcharge the emitter and inflict heavier damage than its handheld cousins. A network of vector thrusters allow the Mentark to hover in place or slowly propel itself to a new position. Around these thrusters are 8 mechanical tentacles that end in fine points, presumably used for manipulating nearby objects when required. DNA sequencing suggests the Mentark is chimeric, containing genetic material from a number of different sources. Indeed, even small quantities of human DNA are present. Sadly, what motivation the aliens have had for creating such a bizarre creature remains a mystery, except we know that it's a biological computer. Okay, what is the game going to throw at us next? We do now have a bunch of stuff we can sell. Whoops, in the wrong place. So I sell junk. I've got 74,000 I can grab from selling the mag weapons and the captured Mentark. Who is buying the captured Mentark? I don't know, but I need the cash. That's got me enough money now to lay down. Oh, we can do a Mentark corpse analysis. 5 Mentark corpses will give me another 10% damage boost against it. I'm not worried about that right now. I am going to lay down an accelerated cannon. I want another one of those as soon as possible. All right, moving forward at speed, and we have another UFO. I think that's where we're going to leave it for this video. We've had 2 missions. I think that's enough. So join me next time where we take on this UFO and we find out what's going on next. It looks like this Doomsday Buy was the right decision in the end. I'll make sure the game gets saved properly this time so we don't have another timeline split. Thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying it, please don't hesitate to leave comments. I am reading them all. I'm really enjoying them. Thank you so much for taking the time to do so. If you want to see more of this stuff, please subscribe to the videos. It tells me that's what you want to see. And I do have a lot of stuff planned for the new year. Menace is coming. I'm really excited for it. Also, don't forget that I am streaming Phantom Brigade on the weekends. If you want to join me for that, it's been a lot of fun so far. All right, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao for now. See ya.